Y'all got the whole thing?
Now to present 2025 Homecoming Royalty
Who's they?
at the University of Arkansas at Monticello.
Well, I'm going to hang out up here with you.
Hey, what's your birthday?
Maria Fernandea Arellano is the 20-year-old daughter of Grace and George Vasquez.
Hello.
McGee,
Hello.
Arkansas.
Hello, test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2, test.
UAM ambassador and is a member
Test
of
1
the
2,
National
testing 1 2,
Society of
test.
Leadership Success
Hello,
and the
test.
Psychology Club. She is
You
a
good?
member of the Missionary Baptist Student Fellowship
You good?
and serves on the media team. Maria is sponsored by the Psychology Club. She is escorted today
Find
by
somebody who
her
gets an empty
George
box.
Vasquez. Ladies and gentlemen, homecoming maid, Maria Fernandea Arellano. Nicole Stanley is the 20-year-old daughter of Chad and
If you want to
Leslie
slip up, I just accidentally put the winner on the screen
Paige is a junior business major.
for all of them, like
She is a member of
2.5 seconds until I can clear it off real
and
fast.
attends the Missionary Baptist Student Fellowship.
Hopefully no one saw it.
Paige is sponsored by the
Huh?
Financial
I
Club.
didn't see it. It makes me
She
laugh.
is escorted today by her father, Chad Stanley.
Somebody talk to it up here.
Homecoming maid,
around like his
Paige
hands gonna be
Stanley.
He said, "Hey."
Emma Catherine Scott is the 21-year-old daughter of Will and Gina Scott from Magnet Cove, Arkansas. Emma is a junior BSN nursing major. She is a member of the Missionary Baptist Student Fellowship and is a vocalist for the worship team. She is a member of the Student Nurses Association and was a resident assistant for 2 years. Emma is sponsored by the Missionary Baptist Student Fellowship. She is escorted today by her father, Will Scott. Homecoming maid, Emma Catherine Scott. Leandre Cameron is the 20-year-old daughter of the late Leslie Cameron and Andre Cameron of Fordyce, Arkansas. Leandre is the junior K-6 education major, is a member of the Kappa Delta Pi National Education Honor Society and the National Honor Society of Leadership and Success. She is a member of the Zeta Phi Beta sorority and serves as the chapter backers. Leandre is sponsored by Zeta Phi Beta sorority. She is escorted today by her father, Andre Cameron. Homecoming maid, Leandre Cameron. Kate Jaylee Hale is the 20-year-old daughter of Shane and Courtney Hale from Monticello, Arkansas. Kate is a junior social work major with a minor in criminal justice. She is a UAM cheerleader, a member of the Future Business Leaders of America. Caden is sponsored by FBLA. She is escorted today by her father, Shane Hale. Homecoming maid, Caden Jalee Hale. Samara Molina is the 21-year-old daughter of Isha Molina and Francisco Molina from Monticello, Arkansas. Samara is a junior English education major with a concentration in history. She is a student life media photographer, a resident assistant in Horsefall Hall, and a UAM ambassador. Samara is a member of Kappa Delta Pi Education Honor Society, the Student Engagement Committee, and the Student Activities Board. Samara is sponsored by Kappa Delta Pi. She is escorted today by her cousin, Javier Clavara. Homecoming maid, Samaria Molina. 𝗗𝗗𝗦𝗗𝗏, Brazil. Bruna is a senior agriculture major with a minor in animal science. She is an alumni of UAM volleyball team and a member of the Pre-Vet Club. She serves as a resident assistant at Bankston Hall and serves as math, chemistry, and biology tutor. Bruna is sponsored by the International Club. She is escorted today by her family friend, 𝗗𝗓𝗏𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗓. Homecoming maid, Bruna Sulia. Robbie Joanne Freeman is the 21-year-old daughter of Robbie Freeman and Lori Freeman from Crossett, Arkansas. Robbie Jo is a senior exercise science major. She is a member of the UAM golf team and is a student representative for both the athletic committee and the faculty assembly. She is a member of Alpha Sigma Alpha sorority, serving as president, and is a member of the UAM Student Athletic Advisory Committee. She is serving as the external affairs chair. Robbie Jo is sponsored by Alpha Sigma Alpha. She is escorted today by her father, Robbie Freeman. Homecoming maid, Robbie Jo Freeman. Riley Bickers is the 20-year-old daughter of Richard and Elisa Bickers from Rowan, Arkansas. Riley is a junior Bachelor of Science nursing. She is a member of the Student Nurses Association and the Missionary Baptist Student Fellowship. She is a student worker for the UAM Randy S. Risher Wellness Center. Riley is sponsored by Kappa Alpha Order. She is escorted today by her grandfather, Buck Thompson. Homecoming maid, Riley Bickers. this year's queen. The 2025 UAM Homecoming Queen is Kaden Hale. Tray. Ladies and gentlemen, Queen Kaden Hale. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and face the flag for the national anthem and remain standing for the UAM alma mater performed by the UAM marching band. UAM fans, we're going to need your help deciding the song that we play at the end of halftime. Today, your songs to choose from include Return to the Mat by Mark Morrison, Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd, and Dynamite by 𝗗𝗏. You can vote. Go to Weevils Football Instagram story and make your choice. The voting closes at the end of the second quarter.
Excuse me, pardon, excuse me, pardon, excuse me.
I saw him up there. No, you don't. Nope. Nope. You're good. Yeah, it's running right now without it. Okay.
Fans, the UAM Sports Network provides live play-by-play coverage for all of UAM's football games, all GAC basketball games, and any postseason games for volleyball, baseball, and softball. If you can't make it to the games, tune in to KHPM 93.7.
Had planned to leave and actually go have dinner. I really did. They were playing so well. I didn't see the Yeah, we
Commercial Bank is Brian McDuffie, Chief Lending Officer. Austin Bratter's daughter, Aubrey, will flip today's coin. We would like to thank Reimer Automotive and Commercial Bank for their continued support of UAM Athletics.
Southern Nazarene, you're the visitors today, so you'll call the toss.
Yeah, he's coming up.
The Great American helmet is heads. The conference logos are tails. That side's heads, that side's tails. What's going to be your call?
You know what?
Tails. Are you ready? Southern Nazarene won the toss. They like to receive the football. Action. Southern Nazarene won the toss. They like to receive the football. Southern Nazarene will kick in the south end zone.
We'll go back and look. This is the Bo Weevils are currently sitting 1-3 following a win against Arkansas Tech in week 4 last week, a 31-24 victory for Monticello. UAM leads the series, the all-time series between UAM and Southern Nazarene, 8-3 with 7 of the last 10 matchups between the two, resulting in a win for Monticello. The Weevils are 5-1 at home against Southern Nazarene, with the last win in Monticello coming in the 2021 season, a 30-23 victory. The largest margin of victory for the Weevils came back in 2015, a 51-10 win. The Weevils averaged almost 31 points a ball game against the Savage Storm. Last season, Arkansas Monticello lost to Southern Nazarene last year, 24-21 on the road in Bethany, Oklahoma. The Weevils tabbed almost 400 yards in total offense, recording 3 touchdowns. That 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗓 Brown led the air attack, connecting 12 of 19 attempts for 170 yards, and Brown was also led the team in ground rushing for 79 yards in that ball game, but the Weevils came up short, 21-24 last year against Southern Nazarene. Both teams come in with a record of 1-3. Southern Nazarene's only win coming over East Central. That was 2 weeks ago. They're in Ada, Oklahoma, as they were on the road and picked up the win against East Central. They're coming off a loss last week. The Weevils coming off a win over Arkansas Tech, 31-24. They're in Russellville last Saturday. As this ball game just about set to get kicked off. Glad you're with us here on KHPM 93.7 FM, your home of UAM Sports. I'm Jimmy Sledge, and the Weevils will send back deep to receive. The kick is going to be Chasden Collins on one side. On the other side is going to be Drew Dronette. Dronette had that big 75-yard touchdown pass reception last week to help keep the Weevils in the game early against Arkansas Tech. So we are all set for football here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Partly cloudy skies. A little warm, mid to upper 80s here at kickoff time. But it's been a beautiful day on the campus of UAM with all the homecoming activities that have gone on. This ball game is underway. Going to be a kick, and this one's going to be fielded by Dronette. He's called for the fair catch. So the Weevils will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line to start the first possession of the afternoon for UAM. We look for Tavion Falk, who had 390 yards, over a little over 390 yards passing last week. 3 touchdowns for him there as the starter. Your running back is Glenn Cage. Well, check that. It's going to be Jalen Sultan getting the start this afternoon. So the Weevils 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. They'll start off with one receiver on either side. Put Collins in motion, going to hand it off up the middle. Sultan going to do good to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. He is going to be tackled right there. Going to be a loss of about half a yard back at the 24.5-yard line. Second down, and we'll call it 2nd and 11 now for the Boll Weevils. Just underway here to start the football game. 0-0 our score. Falk out of the shotgun. Twin receivers go wide left. This time he'll hand off again. Sultan, left side. He's out over the 25, out close to the 30, the 32-yard line before he's finally brought down there at the 30. Mark his knee down at the 30-yard line. So a gain of 5, almost 6 on the play. And the Weevils are looking at 3rd down and a long 4. From their own 35.5, or make it their own 30.5-yard line. Trip receivers come wide right. One goes wide left. Ball on the left hash mark. Weevils moving from left to right here in this first quarter from north to south. Falk calling for the snap, gets it, wanting to throw. Snap, looking, over the middle, complete. Out close to the 35, got the first down and a couple of yards more, as making the catch out there for the Boll Weevils is going to be Michael Lott, the wide receiver from Tampa, Florida, making the catch. And we'll move the chains, and that'll be a first down for the Weevils out at their own 38-yard line. Nice crossing pattern coming across the middle on a drag route. 1st and 10. Twins to either side this time. We'll send T.J. Fields in motion. Now trips to the wide side. Again, Falk wanting to throw, going deep this time, throws it up, and going to be incomplete. Crowd wanted a holding call against Southern Nazarene. It did look like the defender there on the play had a hand on the intended receiver's shoulder. Ethan Minor was the defender. The intended receiver was Michael Lott again. It did look like he had a hand on him, but the official did not call it. So 2nd down and 10 for the Boll Weevils from their own 38-yard line. No score here early in the contest. First possession of the game. Falk again looking over the defense. Gets a high snap, pulls it down. He'll keep it himself. Option left side. Falk keeps it out over the 45. Tripped up out near the 46-yard line. Going to be a couple of yards shy of the first down. And it will bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Boll Weevils. Good read by the quarterback, Tavion Falk, that time. Faked the dive play up the middle to Sultan. Had his trailing man, T.J. Fields, the pitch man, but decided to keep it himself. Nice gain of 8 yards, 3rd down and 2. From their own 46-yard line, the Weevils send Collins in motion this time. Collins, they'll get the handoff up the middle. Got to have the first down. Is making the carry. It's going to be 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗓. He'll carry it across the 45, across midfield to the 49-yard line of Southern Nazarene. 1st and 10, Boll Weevils, now at the 49 of Southern Naz. 12:10 to play here in the opening quarter, opening drive. Weevils started at their own 25-yard line. Couple of first downs already. Twin receivers come wide right. One goes wide left. Falk gets the snap. Again, straight handoff up the middle. That's going to be Broadway again. He's inside the 45, down close to the 43-yard line before he's finally brought down. Nice gain right up the middle. A gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Ball spotted in the middle of the field. 2nd down and 4. Stan Smith in at the tight end. The H-back. They'll line up on the wide side of the field to the right. On 2nd down and 4, a high snap over the head of Falk. Goes all the way back to the 40-yard line. He's going to follow on it back there. Oh, wow. And mark it at the 40-yard line of UAM. That's going to be a loss of 11. Make it 12 as they mark it back at the 39-yard line. So a loss of 12 on the play on a bad snap. After things were going so well for the Weevils here on the opening drive. It'll be 3rd and long. 3rd and 22. Twin receivers come wide left. Twins go wide left. Southern Nazarene with a 3-man front. Another high snap over the head of Falk. It goes all the way back inside the 20. He'll pick it up at the 15. Scrambling. Falk going to go down at the 16-yard line. Oh, my goodness. 2 bad snaps back to back end up in a 35, make it a 36-yard loss on 2 bad snaps. And the Weevils were going to be forced to punt it away here on the opening drive of the ball game. And coming on to do the punting, Tanner Steenbach, averaging 39 points or 39 yards a punt on the season. He'll stand at his own goal line, so the Nazarene should get good field position to work with. As they'll send one man back deep, that is Desmond Williams. Nice high spiraling kick. Going to drive Williams. Fair catch called for all the way back to the 40, make it the 38-yard line. A 47, make it a 48-yard punt by Steenbach. And Southern Nazarene will start 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line here with 9:49 to play in the opening quarter. No score here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The quarterback for Southern Nazarene, Bryson Evans, graduate senior. He's 6'1", 195 pounds. They'll go straight ahead with him, and he's going to get it out over the 40, out to the 44-yard line. So a gain of 5 on 1st down for Southern Nazarene. Southern Naz likes to spread the field. We have one running back in the backfield. That's Caden Barron, a sophomore, 5'11", 198 pounds. He'll line up in the pistol formation this time. Hand it off to Barrett. Right side, he's got the 1st down as he crosses midfield. Going to be inside Weevil territory and down at the 47-yard line. Coming up to make the stop for UAM was going to be G. Evans. So move the chains for Southern Nazarene. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Weevil 47-yard line here on their first possession of the game. It's just under 9 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Nothing, our score. Quick snap, wide receiver screen. The bubble screen is complete. Inside the 45, down close to the 40-yard line, and he finally run out of bounds. Down at the Weevil, and mark it back up at the 43. Say where he first stepped out of bounds. So only a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 now for the Crimson Storm as they'll spread the field again. Twin receivers to either side. Empty backfield for the quarterback, Evans. Now he'll shift his tail back into the pistol formation. Going to hand it off straight ahead to him. He's across the 40, inside the 40 to the 39, driving the pile forward for the 1st down all the way to the 36-yard line of UAM. Just dragging bodies with him as he ran and kept his feet driving. Couple of safeties for the Weevils coming up to make the stop. First and 10 for Southern Nazarene at the Weevil 36-yard line. Again, Evans out of the shotgun, this time with twin backs in the backfield. A tight end set to the wide side. Going to hand it off. Coming here to the near sideline toward the UAM bench. Inside the 35. Nice tackle at the 33-yard line. And coming up the defensive corner there for the Weevils to make the stop is going to be Arius Jones, the sophomore from Sherman, Texas, making the stop. They'll call it no gain on the play. It'll be at the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down, or make it a gain of 4, I'm sorry. 2nd down and a gain of 6, or 2nd down and 6 after a gain of 4. Southern Naz, no huddle, quickly back to the line. Empty backfield again for Evans. This time he'll hand it on the end around. Across the 30, the 25, down to the 15, and finally pushed out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. They'll mark it at the 14. Is on the carry this time. It's going to be Braxton Bird, a wide receiver on an end around. Picks up another 1st down at the Weevil 14-yard line. 6:45 left to play in the first period. First possession for Southern Nazarene. Weevils on their opening drive were moving down the field in 2 bad snaps back to back. A loss of 36 on the 2 bad snaps and had to punt it away. This time they'll hand it off straight ahead. Going to carry it down close to the 11-yard line as that'll be Caden Manuel on the carry for Southern Naz. He'll pick up 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Now for Southern Nazarene, as they're inside the red zone at the 11-yard line. They can pick up a first down right at the 5. 2nd and 7. Evans again out of the shotgun. Puts a tight end in motion to the wide side. On the left, wanting to throw. Evans looking, throwing over the middle, going to be incomplete. Intended for the tight end, but it's thrown well behind him. It'll be 3rd down and 7 now for Southern Nazarene. Ball spotted at the Weevil 11-yard line. Weevil defense last week stopped Arkansas Tech 3 times inside the red zone. Trying to stiffen here. It's 3rd down and 7 for Southern Naz at the 11. Evans, empty backfield and 5 wide. They put the tailback in motion, move him on the right side of Evans. Wanting to throw, quarterback draw, hit, and going to be sacked back at the 17-yard line. And coming through for UAM is G. Evans, the linebacker, the junior transfer from Franklin, Tennessee. The loss is all the way back to the 17-yard line. It'll be 4th down, and they'll send on the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt from the right hash mark. The snap is down, kicks on its way. It's got the distance, and it is good. Southern Nazarene has to settle for a field goal with 5:10 left to play here in the first quarter. It is 3-0. The Crimson Storm gets on the board first. We're back with more UAM football right after this timeout.
Very first moments of life, we're there, helping you to build a foundation. With every milestone achieved, we're here to
UAM Sports Network provides live play-by-play coverage for all of UAM's football games, all GAC basketball games, and any postseason games for volleyball, baseball, and softball. If you can't make it to the games, tune in to KHPM FM 93.7.
For a 34-yard field goal. And the Weevils shot themselves in the foot on their first possession. 2 bad snaps over the head of the quarterback. Resulted in a 36-yard loss on 2 plays. And then they had to punt it away from their own goal line. So another Southern Nazarene takes advantage. That was a 62-yard drive. They settle for a 34-yard field goal. They'll kick it off again. Dronette's going to call for the fair catch again. The Weevils will start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line to start their second possession of the ball game. All right, Tavion Falk and the Weevils offense coming off almost 500 yards of total offense against Arkansas Tech last week. Hoping to get it going back here again this afternoon. Josh Scott will check in at wide receiver. Him and Collins will check in and go wide to the left. One receiver comes wide right. Your running back is Jalen Sultan. On 1st and 10 from their own 25. Falk keeps it himself, now pitches to Sultan, turns the corner, he's at the 30, 35, out over the 40, and be out knocked out of bounds up near the 43-yard line, as that'll be a gain of 18 on the play and another first down for the Boll Weevils. They'll mark it at the 47-yard, I'll make it the 42-yard line of UAM, 1st and 10. And at the tight end is Joshua Dixon. He'll line up on the wide side of the field, ball on the left hash mark. Falk quickly takes the snap again, handoff straight ahead. Sultan out over the 45, midfield, inside Crimson Storm territory, down at the 46-yard line of the Crimson Storm. Move the chains, another first down for the Boll Weevils. I guess with all the film that the coaching staff has watched. They decided they could run the football against Southern Nazarene. Coach Josh Qualls, the offensive coordinator, calling the plays. Falk calling for the snap. Collins comes in motion. They'll fake it up the middle, and Collins, they go to him on a pitch. He's across the 40, the 35, down the left sideline, runs out of real estate inside the 30, down at the 28-yard line of Southern Nazarene. And we'll move the chains. It'll be another first down for UAM. They'll spot it at the 28-yard line of Southern Nazarene. 3:47 to play in the first quarter. Southern Nazarene leading 3-0. Weevils on the move. 1st and 10. Falk gets the snap, hands it off, this time straight ahead. Going to be down close to the 25-yard line. And falling forward there is going to be Broadway, Isaiah. He'll pick up 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Ball spotted just inside the Crimson Storm 25-yard line. All right, Weevils looking into the sideline, getting the play called in. Twin receivers come wide right. One goes wide left. Broadway, your running back. 2nd down and 7. Tavion calling for the snap. Gets it. Tavion. Play action. Wanted to throw over the middle for the tight end. Goes in and out of his hands. Down near the 15-yard line. Pass intended there for Joshua Dixon, the big tight end from Jackson, Mississippi. Just a little too hard, and he couldn't hold on to it. So to bring up 3rd down and 7. And the Weevils will send Sultan back into the ball game. Also checking back in, TJ Fields. So they'll go with 4 wide this time. Sultan will line up on the right side of Falk. 3rd down and 7 for UAM. From the Storm, 25-yard line. Wanting to throw. Blitz coming. Looking over the middle. Throws. It's intercepted at the 10. Returned up to the 12. Loses a football. It's on the ground. A scramble for it. And I believe UAM has it at the 11-yard line. What a turn of events. The ball was intercepted. And then it was fumbled. It's going to be UAM football at the 11-yard line. 1st down, Bo Weevils. What a break. Boy, we need that to happen. How about that? Weevils offense stays on the field after recovering the fumble. At the 11-yard line, 1st and 10, Bo Weevils. They can pick up a 1st down inside the 1. Sultan stays in at the running back. Twin receivers go wide left. Colin Dixon stays in at the tight end, and now the Weevils want to call a timeout. With 2:23 to play here in the first quarter, it's 3-0. Southern Nazarene with the lead. Weevils looking at 1st and 10 from the Crimson Storm 11-yard line when we return in just a moment. Left to play in the opening quarter, 3-0. Southern Nazarene leads it. UAL with it 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line of Southern Nazarene after an interception, and then after it was intercepted, it was fumbled. The Weevils recovered it, and they get the ball back. Falk Gets the snap, option to the left side. He'll keep it himself, turns it up. He goes inside the 10, down close to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now for the Bull Weevils at the 9-yard line. Again, they shift in wide receivers. They're going to spread the field out this time with twin receivers going wide left. That's Fields and Michael Lott splitting wide to the left. Collins will come wide to the right with Josh Scott, the freshman out of Cape, Texas, on 2nd down and 8 from the 9. Wanting to go to the corner of the end zone. He throws. It's going to be incomplete. Intended over there for Michael Lott. Just a little too high for Lott to pull it down in the corner of the end zone. And the Weevils are looking at 3rd down and 8 from the 9-yard line of Southern Nazarene. Here we are in the red zone, needing to score. Trailing 3-0 to the Crimson Storm with 1:39 to play in the opening quarter. Twin receivers to either side, make an empty backfield and 5 wide. Falk, straight drop, looking, has time. Now he'll take off. Falk to the 5-yard line. He'll get it to the 4 and going to be a yard shy of the 1st down. About a yard, maybe a yard and a half shy of the 1st down. The field goal unit's going to come on for the Bull Weevils to try and tie the ball game here with 1:23 to play in the opening quarter. We'll send on the freshman kicker, Charles Stinson, a freshman out of Denton, Texas. Ball is squarely in the middle of the field at the 5-yard line. The holder is Caden Glenn. Everybody gets set. Snap is good. The snap is on down. It's on its way, and it's good, and we got a tie ball game. With less than a minute to go in the first period, Weevils get on the board and tie the ball game. 3-3 here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium on homecoming. It's UAM 3, Southern Nazarene 3. We're back after this timeout.
End of the 2nd quarter.
Oh,
75 yards, or make it 70 yards. They settle for a 25-yard field goal to tie the ball game. 3-3. The kickoff going to be fielded at the 10 for Southern Nazarene, returning up over the 20, 25, and going to be hit at the 28-yard line, and that's where the Crimson Storm will start their second possession of the afternoon. With 44 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, we're all tied 3-3. Weevils on their opening drive, it was devastating. Boy, they snapped it over the head of the quarterback twice in a row. Ended up a loss of 36 on those 2 bad snaps. Had to punt it away. Crimson Storm took advantage of that. They scored a field goal. Weevils answer with a field goal of their own, and we're tied at 3-3. Evans, the quarterback, Bryson Evans, backs on either side of him. Little cross buck in the backfield. They hand it off to the right side and carry out over the 30-yard line, out close to the 33-yard line. As on the carry that time is going to be Van Taylor. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 now for the Crimson Storm. From their own 32-yard line. They'll send one receiver to the left, twins to the right. They leave one running back in the backfield. That's Caden Barron. Going to hand it off on a jet sweep to the end around. Across the 30, 35, out to the 40, bumped out of bounds, up near the 41-yard line. Is on the carry that time is Donald May, the wide receiver on the end around. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for Southern Nazarene. They'll mark it all the way out at the Crimson Storm 42-yard line, and that's the end of the first quarter. Our score, UAM 3, Southern Nazarene 3. Southern Nazarene with their second possession. Boy, hadn't been a lot of possessions. Both teams have had it twice here in the first period, and both teams have scored a field goal. We'll be back with second quarter action from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium right after this.
UAM is in the process of promoting the Legacy Campaign. The Legacy Campaign is focused on enhancing the support of student athletes through major facility improvements. Please help support our student athletes with this major facility improvement and upgrade. For more information on the Legacy Campaign and how to donate, please contact Mark Jelks in the Department of Athletics at 870-460-1457 for more information.
Start the second quarter. Southern Nazarene, the quarterback Evans, keeps it on the option on the right side. He'll carry it out over the 45 midfield into Weevil territory down to the 47-yard line. That'll be good for 13 yards and a first down for Southern Nazarene at the Weevil 47-yard line. They go in the pistol formation now with Evans. Put a wide receiver in motion to the short side. Play action, throws to the tight end. It's complete over the middle, inside the 40 to 35, down to the 34-yard line of UAM, and making the catch down there. It'll be Ricardo Smith making the catch. Another first down for Southern Nazarene, now at the Weevil 34-yard line. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Trip receivers go wide left. Quarterback will keep it himself. Evans gets it inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. It's going to be a short gain of about a half a yard. It'll bring up second down and 9 for Southern Nazarene. Actually, almost 10, so just a gain of just a few inches. Good defensive stop there by the Bull Weevils. Second and long. Brannon stays in at the running back. I'll make it Barron. He'll line up on the left side. Tight end shifts to the left side. Now the wide receiver goes in motion. Option to the left. Evans keeps it himself, turns it up. He's inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line, and that's as far as he's going. So a gain of 2 on the play, and it'll bring up a third down and long for Southern Nazarene at the Weevil 32-yard line. Coming up to make the stop for the Bull Weevils, the linebacker, Kobe Kendrick. Actually, he's a defensive lineman. Third down and 8 for Southern Nazarene. As we're tied 3-3, 12:42 to play in the first half. Trip receivers go wide left. One comes wide right. Evans wanting to throw, looking, throws to the sideline, going to be incomplete. The receiver broke to the inside. He threw it to the outside, and Southern Nazarene looking at fourth down and 8 here in no man's land at the 32-yard line. You're too far to try a field goal, too close to punt it, so they're going to go for it. On fourth down and 8 from the Weevil 32-yard line, the offense will stay on the field. Evans talked to his offensive line. Now he'll line up in the shotgun formation. Barron, the lone setback. One to throw. Evans looking, pressure coming. He unloads it down the field, throws it up for grabs, and it's going to be caught by Southern Nazarene at the 9-yard line. Oh, my goodness. There's a flag, however, back at the line of scrimmage. Ineligible receiver downfield, called against Southern Nazarene. So bring it back. Bring it back. An ineligible receiver downfield for Southern Nazarene. Another break for the Boll Weevils. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 4th down and 13 now for Southern Nazarene. And it looks like they're going to send the punting unit on to try to pin the Weevils back deep. Ball spotted at the Weevil 37-yard line. Their punter, Evan Rader, will come on. He'll stand at midfield. Weevils will send Collins back deep at the 5-yard line where he'll be standing. And now the flag comes in before play, and a delay of game called against Southern Nazarene. So we'll back them up 5. That'll give the punter just a little bit more room to work with. They'll back them up 5. It'll be 4th down and 18. They'll spot it out at the 42-yard line. Like I said, the punter will have just a little bit more room to work with here to try to pin the Weevils back deep. 3-3 our score. We're all tied. 11:47 to play in the first half. Punter gets a good snap, no pressure. He'll angle it toward the sideline. It's going to hit at the 15, going to go out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark it out at the 12-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Weevils for the 3rd possession of the half. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They put together a 70-yard drive a moment ago and settled for the field goal. See what they can do here. Broadway will be the running back. Tavion Fox, your quarterback. Twin receivers go wide right here on 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line. Falk looking over the defense, a 4-man front defensively now for Southern Nazarene. Going to hand it off to Broadway. Broadway hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to lose a couple of yards, it looks like. Back inside the 10, they'll mark it right at the 10-yard line, so a loss of 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12. So the Nazarene had the penetration that time with a 4-man front. They've been running a 3-man front defensively. So 2nd and long. So the Naz goes back to a 3-man front defensively. 4 linebackers. Tavion puts Collins in motion. They're going to option right side. The pitch goes to Donette. Donette turns the corner. He's out over the 10, the 15. They're going to be tripped up and brought down out near the 13-yard line. I'll make it the 18-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 9 on the play, and the Weevils will look at 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 from their own 18-yard line. Stan Smith checks in as the tight end. He'll line up here on the wide side of the field. The wide receivers are Grant Evans. We're seeing a lot of new faces out there. Also in the ball game, there's going to be Amari Cox. One to throw, the screen over the middle, complete to Donette, the tight end. He's out over the 30-25, out close to the 30-yard line. He'll have the 1st down for the Boll Weevils. I make that Stan Smith on the catch, the tight end. He picks up the 1st down for the Boll Weevils out at the 30-yard line. All tied 3-3. Weevils trying to come from deep in their own territory. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line now for UAM. Ball on the right hash mark. Falk calling for the snap. Gets it. Going to hand it off as Broadway straight ahead. Broadway across the 35. Out to the 40. Tripped up and brought down out near the 43-yard line. A gain of 13 on the play and another 1st down for the Boll Weevils. They'll mark his knee down at the 42, but he'll still move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 UAM. Both teams running a hurry-up offense. Back to the line of scrimmage they come. Twin receivers to the left, one to the right, tight end to the left. Put a wide receiver in motion. Going to flank it to him out in the flat. Completed to 40. Got a block across midfield into Crimson Storm territory to the 44-yard line. And making the catch and run there for the Boll Weevils is Grant Evans, a sophomore transfer from Lake Charles, Louisiana. 3 plays, 3 1st downs. UAM in Crimson Storm territory at the 45-yard line. 8:51 to play in the first period. All tied at 3-3. Amari will split wide to the right. Out there with Grant Evans coming wide to the left. Going to be 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. And also coming out here is going to be Jaquil Allen. Falk wanting to throw, has time, going to the sideline. It's complete inside the 40, pumped out of bounds down at the 36-yard line, and making the catch over there for UAM was Grant Evans. As that'll be a gain of 8 on the play. 2nd down and 2 now for the Bull Weevils. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line of Southern Nazarene. Trip receivers come wide left. One goes wide right. Ball on the right hash mark. Weevils moving from right to left here in this second quarter. All tied at 3-3. 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Broadway, your running back. He'll line up on the left side of Falk. Falk gets the snap. Tavion looking, has all day. Now he takes off. He got some room. He's at the 30, to the 25, and going to step out of bounds on his own down near the 20-yard line. We'll move the chains. It'll be a first down as the Weevils move into the red zone for the second time here in this ball game. They'll have it 1st and 10, just inside, right at the 20-yard line of Southern Nazarene. This time they go with twin receivers to either side. Broadway stays in at the running back. On 1st and 10 from the 20 of the Crimson Storm, they line up with a 3-man defensive front. Drop 8 back in coverage, throwing over the middle, complete at the 5. Touchdown, Bull Weevils. Making the catch is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Running at the receiver, freshman out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. His 2nd career touchdown as a Bull Weevil. And the Weevils go up 9-3. And the extra point coming now from Stinson. As everybody gets that back out onto the field that we need for the extra point attempt. Here at homecoming, 2025, Weevils have taken a 9-3 lead with the extra point coming. Snaps down, the kick's on its way, and it is good. 10-3, the Weevils lead it here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium over Southern Nazarene. We'll be back right after this.
Your UAM Bull Weevils today.
88 yards in 11 plays and go up 10-7 over Southern Nazarene with 7:11 left to play in the first half here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. Again, it's been homecoming today and had a lot of activities. They crowned a new queen. James, you going to write down who it was as homecoming queen for me so that I'll know? And congratulations to all the young women that made the Caden Hale going to be crowned the homecoming queen today. They did that in pregame activity, so congratulations to that young woman to being named the 2025 homecoming queen for UAM. All right, Charles Stinson will tee it up for the Bull Weevils. 10-3 our score. Stinson kicks this one toward the corner. It's going to hit and go out of bounds out the 5-yard line. Southern Nazarene will take it at the 35. And that's where they'll start their third possession of the game. And the Weevils have had it That makes their fourth possession. Weevils had it 3 times and scored twice. Southern Nazarene, this will be their fourth possession. They had to settle for a field goal on their first possession of the game. But we're at 10-3, 7-11 left to play here in the first half. Both teams come into today 1-3 in conference play. But if you look around the conference, Harding is the only undefeated team remaining in conference play. And we'll run down some scores from around the conference a little bit later on. On first down, Southern Nazarene, they get it to the wide receiver on an end around, Braxton Bird. Bird carries out over the 35. He'll be just barely shy of the 36-yard line, just a short gain of a yard on the play. It'll be second down and 9. Weevils defense doing a good job with pursuit there on the sweep to the left. All right, the quarterback, Bryson Evans, a graduate student. He'll line up in the shotgun, pistol formation behind him, play action, wanting to throw. In trouble now, forced out of the pocket. He'll run himself. He's across the 40. Going to be out close to the 43-yard line. Making the stop for the Weevils is going to be Dejon Doss. Freshman transfer from Lancaster, California, making the stop. A gain of 9 on the play, however. And it'll bring up third down and 1 for Southern Nazarene now at their own 43-yard line. Weevil shifts some defensive players in and out. Crimson Storm goes into an offset I out of the shotgun. Moves the tight end over on the right side. Going to hand it to the tailback. The tailback hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to gain the first down on second effort. So they'll move the chain so the Nazarene keeps the drive alive. They'll move it out to the 46-yard line. A final score already this afternoon. Washita Baptist defeating Oklahoma Baptist 55-13. That game was in Arkadelphia, started at noon today. Northwest leading Southern Arkansas 3-0 in the second quarter. It's Henderson up on Southwest 7-3, and Harding all over East Central 23-0. Here's the quarterback, Evans. He'll keep it himself on a quarterback draw across midfield into Weevil territory to the 49-yard line. A gain of 5 on that play. And bring up second down and 5. Both these teams going in a hurry-up offense. Back to the line of scrimmage they come. Weevils lead it 10-3. Evans gets the snap, wanting to throw, play action, rolling to his left, looking, throws it into the flat to the tight end, complete at the 45, down to the 40, and finally bumped out of bounds inside the 35, all the way down to the 30-yard line where they'll mark him out. Making the catch over there was Arian Underwood. And they'll move the chains. That'll be a first down for Southern Nazarene at the 30-yard line of UAM. Clock continues to run. 4:25 left to play in the first half. Weevils leading 10-3. Southern Naz will send Braxton Bird wide to the right. Twin receivers go wide left. Evans now puts Sparks in motion. He'll come to the wide side. Option right side. Quarterback going to keep it himself. Looking for a hole. Gets it inside the 30 to the 25. Down to the 23-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7 on the play. And it'll bring up second down and 3 now for Southern Nazarene. Ball spotted at the Weevil 24-yard line. So second down and 3 from the 24. They can pick up a first down. The yard to gain is just inside the 21-yard line of the Weevils. They'll spread the field this time. Trip receivers come wide right. Barron stays in at the running back. Wanting to throw. Pumps looks right. Now throws down the middle toward the right sideline. Make it in. It's going to be incomplete. Overthrown. It'll be third down and 3 for Southern Nazarene. From the UAM 24-yard line. 3:21. The clock will stop with the incomplete pass. Both teams. UAM has 2 timeouts remaining. Southern Nazarene with all 3. The big third down here for Southern Nazarene and the Weevil defense. UAM with a 4-man front. They go with twin receivers wide left on third down and 3 from the Weevil 24. Tight end shifts to the wide side. Handoff to the end around. Trying to get to the edge. Not much there. He's going to be hit and knocked out of bounds. Short of the first down to gain. Coming up to make the stop for the Boll Weevils is going to be Arius Jones, the sophomore from Sherman, Texas. Could be actually 2 yards shy of the first down. It's 4th down and 2. Now they'll spot it at the 22-yard line of UAM. It's actually about 1.5 yards is what they need to gain for the first down. And Southern Nazarene is going to go for it. We go into 3 minutes left to play in the half. Weevils leading 10-3. And Southern Nazarene knocking on the door at the 22-yard line of UAM, and we've got a timeout called on the field. Timeout taken by Southern Nazarene. 10-3 our score. Weevils lead it. We're back with more UAM football in just a moment.
Your help deciding the song we're going to play at the end of halftime. Your choices today: Return to the Map by Mark Morrison, Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd, and Dynamite by Teo Cruz. Go to Weevils Football Instagram story. Make your choice. Voting will close at the end of the second quarter.
Maybe. I didn't see her. I'm sorry. No, you're good. You're good. Okay. Go Weevils! Get on it.
To play before halftime. It is 10-3. Weevils have a 7-point lead. Southern Nazarene looking at 4th down and 2 from the Weevil, 22-yard line. They go with 3 backs in the backfield. A new quarterback. That is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗓. Manuel going to keep it himself on the right side. He comes around the end. He's got the first down as he goes inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. They wound up with a big package and went with a big back there to take the direct snap. Picks up 6 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for Southern Nazarene at the Weevil 16-yard line. Clock continues to run, 2:15 remaining here in the first half. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Bryson Evans back in at the quarterback. They go empty backfield. Now move the tailback back in the backfield, and they'll blow it dead before the play is snapped, before the ball is snapped. And it's going to be a timeout call on the field before the ball was snapped by UAM. It'll be 1st and 10. We'll keep it right here for Southern Nazarene from the Weevil 16-yard line. Actually, we hit the 2-minute warning. It's an official timeout. So the 2-minute warning hits. Weevils lead at 10-3 here at Homecoming 2025 on the campus of UAM. Next week, we're on the road. We travel to Oklahoma Baptist, who will be coming off a loss to Ouachita Baptist, a big one. 55-13 was the final score. That game kicked off at noon. It didn't take long for them to get that one done and in the books. Both of these teams came in at 1-3 on the afternoon. UAM coming off a win last week over Arkansas Tech on the road. Southern Nazarene's only win was over East Central Oklahoma on the road. They're in Ada. All right, action back to go again. 1st and 10 for the Crimson Storm at the Weevil 16. Weevils lead it 10-3. They go with Barron in the backfield as the running back. Evans, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. The tight end goes in motion wide. Quarterback draw. Evans going to be hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss back at the 16, make it the 17-yard line. And getting up off the bottom of the pile for the Boll Weevils to make the stop for UAM is going to be Tavante Barn, 6'2", 235-pound senior from Starkville, Mississippi. And there's a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 now for Southern Nazarene. Weevil stay in a four-man front. Twin backs in the backfield on either side of Evans. He'll keep it himself again, straight ahead. He's inside the 15, down to the 10, pushing the pile forward. They'll finally blow it dead at the 11-yard line. So a gain of 7 on the play, but it'll still bring up a gain of 6 on the play. It'll still bring up 3rd down and 5. Quickly, they snap it. Wide receiver screen, got to be incomplete down at the 10-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 5 for Southern Nazarene. Ball at the 12-yard line of UAM. And they're going to send on the field goal unit again. Weevils lead it 10-3. 1 minute left to play in the first half. The kicker has already hit a 26-yard field goal in the first half to give them their first score back in the first quarter. Snap is down. The kick's on its way. It's got the distance, and it is good. 10-6. Southern Nazarene still trails UAM. 55 seconds to go in the first half. We're back right after this timeout. back. 55 seconds remain before halftime. 10-6 our score, so the Nazarene has to settle for their second field goal of the afternoon. They'll kick it off. A sky kick, go to carry, go out of bounds down at the 20-yard line. So the Weevils will get it at their own 35. They have 2 timeouts remaining to work with 55 seconds to go before halftime. Weevils on their last possession went 88 yards, make it, in 11 plays. Tavion Funk at quarterback. Your running back is going to be Sultan, Jalen Sultan, the junior from Horn Lake, Mississippi. Weevils will go with twin receivers on either side. They're going to reset the game clock at 55 seconds, so here we go. They get that taken care of. 1st and 10 from their own 35. The Weevils. Falk gets the snap. Looking, has plenty of time, throws over the middle on a drag route, complete at the 35. Going to be backpedaling and not going anywhere further. He'll get it back to the line of scrimmages. Making the catch there for UAM, Michael Watt. They give him a gain of forward progress out to the 36. So 2nd down and 9. We're under 30 seconds to go now in the half. Falk again, straight drop, looking down the field. Scrambles now going to take off on his own. Out over the 40, he's tackled from behind, out at the 44-yard line. With 18 seconds to go, it'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Boll Weevils. 12 seconds, 10 seconds. They're not going to use their timeouts. The Weevils are going to go in at halftime with a 10-6 lead over Southern Nazarene. As time expires here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, we're at halftime. Well, the Weevils have a 4-point lead over the Crimson Storm of Southern Nazarene here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, 10-6, homecoming 2025. And the Weevils trying to show out before a great crowd here this afternoon for UAM. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more at halftime in just a moment.
They are down there. We just need we need Hall of Fame people still. Jimmy is still headed down there to get a little three. I don't know about the other people. We're missing two. You got eyes on Jimmy? Go ahead.
Fans, this past Thursday, UAM Athletics inducted its latest members into the UAM Sports Hall of Fame. At this time, we are pleased to welcome to the field our 2025 Hall of Fame class. Starting first with Braden Chambers. Played as right-handed pitcher for Weevil baseball team at UAM from 2015 to 2018. Over his 4-year career at UAM, he received national, regional, and conference recognitions. Chambers graduated in 2018, yet his name continues to rank at top of many of the Weevils records for both individual season and career records, including being an all-time career wins leader at 28. In 2016, Chambers was selected as one of 41 semi-finalists for the 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗔 Award, presented annually by D2 Baseball to the most outstanding pitcher at the NCAA Division II level. National, regional, and conference recognitions include the 2016 National Collegiate Baseball Writers Association Division II All-American Honorable Mention, the 2016 First Team All-GAC Starting Pitcher, 2016 NCBWA First Team All-Region, 2016 ABCA Second Team All-Region, 2016 D2 CCA First Team All-Region, 2016 Brett Tamikos semifinalist, and he still holds the record book stats. First in career victories with 28, third in career innings pitched with 288.1, third in career strikeouts 246, two-time single season victories, 11 wins in 2016 and 10 wins in 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Braden Chambers. Felicia Crow was a dual athlete in both women's basketball and cross country at UAM from 1991. Over the 4-year career as a blossom on the basketball team, Crow earned an academic All-American nod. In addition, Crow set many top records with the Blossoms that still stand today. Her 223 made three-point field goals ranked second all-time, helped her become a member of the Blossoms 1,000 Point Club, earning national, regional, and conference recognitions, including the 1994-95 Academic All-American. Record book stats include first in career three-point field goals attempted, 574. Second in career three-point field goals made, 223. Third in season three-point field goals made, 79. Fourth in career leaders in assists, 395. Tied for fifth in game leaders for three-point goals made in a single game versus Northeastern Oklahoma on 11-21-92. Fifth in the season leader three-point field goals attempted. Sixth in season leader three-point field goals attempted. Ninth in career leaders for free throws made. 10th in career leaders for free throws attempted. And 11th in total scoring with 1,200.
To experience the amenities, and they are good.
Round of applause to Felicia Crow. Dixon Jr. was a wide receiver at UAM in both the 2004 and 2005 seasons. He was a 2-year letterman during his first year as a Weevil. Dixon made a name for himself when he earned All-American honors. In addition to his career-defining game was against Delta State in 2004 when he recorded 10 receptions for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. His performance in this game helped break the school
good. I said,
45 yards, a record that stands to this
you're good.
day.
I was saying I should have cut this.
National, regional, and conference recognitions include the 2004 D2Football.com Second Team All-American, the 2004 First Team All-Gulf South Conference, the 2004 Natronics All-South Region, the 2004 First Team Football Gazette All-Region. Records still in the books. Most receiving yards in a season, 1,245 yards, and most receptions in a single season by a junior with 66 receptions. Ladies and gentlemen, Von Mixon Jr. Scott Howe played as an offensive tackle for UAM from 1992 to 1995. After starting midway through the 1992 season, Howe would play 40 consecutive games, earning his first team and second team AIC nods. In addition, Howe earned an NAIA All-American Honorable Mention selection in 1994, along with a selection to the North-South National All-Star Classic during his senior year. Howe stayed with Arkansas Monticello during their transition into the NCAA Division II Gulf South Conference, forcing him to the entire team into a year probation, which rendered UAM ineligible for any postseason award selections. However, it is safe to say that if eligible, Howe may have seen more awards in his favor. National, regional, and conference recognitions include the 1993 second team All-AIC team, the 1994 NAIA All-American Honorable Mention, the 1994 first team AIAIC, 1994 North-South All-Star Committee selectee. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Howe. Ladies and gentlemen, we would also like to honor, in memory of Mr. Harold Tilley today, are his three surviving children, Scott Tilley, Terry Montgomery, and Tracy Bowe. Harold Tilley was recognized posthumously. He served as the head coach for the Weevil football team from 1978 to 1985. Coach Tilley took over a struggling team that had won just 21 games in the previous 10 seasons to a 39-29-1 record in his 7 seasons as head coach. In 1979, his team remained one of the best Weevil teams in history, achieving the AIC 92 record and producing many top spot holders in the record books, 4 of which still stand today in 2025. Coach Tilley was named AIC NAIA District 17 Coach of the Year in 1979 and became the first coach in school history to lead UAM students selected as a first-team All-American when he mentored Melvin Patrick. And his records and achievements weren't enough. Coach Tilley was inducted with the 1979 team into the UAM Football Hall of Fame in 19, and 7 teams, and his 7 teams have produced 8 UAM Sports Hall of Famers. National recognitions include the 1979 AIC Coach of the Year, the 1979 NAIA District 17 Coach of the Year, the 1979 AIC Championship Team. Records that are still in the books. The 1978 team, is first in the most rushing yards in a single game with 479 yards versus Southern Arkansas. First in most rushing attempts in the season. 1979, the team still holds the following all first-ranking spots. Most touchdowns, most forced fumbles, most turnovers forced in a game, most fumbles, most tackles for a loss, most rushing attempts in a game, most interceptions in a season, and in 1985 team, the fewest yards allowed at -17. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Coach Harold Tilley. We now would like to recognize After each game, regardless of the sport, he conducts an in-depth post-game interviews with coaches, capturing their perspectives on both wins and losses, as well as game highlights. Most recently, Sledge provided game day and play-by-play coverage for Weevils baseball team during their 2025 NCAA postseason appearance in Mankato, Mississippi. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for the UAM Spirit Award winner, Jimmy Sledge. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Hall of Fame inductees. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this afternoon's halftime entertainment, featuring the pride of Southeast Arkansas, the University of Arkansas at Monticello Weevil Marching Band. The 2025 UAM Marching Band is under the field leadership of drum major Hunter Cunningham. Now, we love the 80s, and we know you do too. This afternoon, the pride of Southeast Arkansas traveled 39 years back in time. The year is 1986. Haley's Comet made its return to Earth. Hands across America for all us together. And Tom Cruise set the
Congratulations. Get back to work. Get back to work, Jimmy.
Soundtrack, we get things going with Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone. school crush turning up in a popular men's magazine was a perfect mix of fun and nostalgia. Ladies and gentlemen, you all know the words, so sing along to Centerfold.
This is not going to end in time. I don't know. I just hope we don't get in trouble for that. Like if he's already here. Well, we're
with the UAM fight song. If you'd like to know more about the UAM Division of Music or Southeast Arkansas Marching Band, please visit the uamband.com or follow the Division of Music on Facebook and Instagram.
We can play the song of the game in the third quarter.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Excuse
Y'all
us.
are good.
How are y'all?
Great. How are you? Hey, dear. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, thank you. It's almost 5 now. Rose, how's your dog? You know about the... Good, how are you? Oh, I'm sorry.
Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. We get set for the second half of football. The Weevils lead it 10-6. So the Nazarene will get the football to start the second half as UAM won the opening toss and elected to receive. Just kind of recap the scoring for you real quickly before we have the kickoff. It was Southern Nazarene getting on the board first. They led it 3-0. That was a 34-yard field goal that they settled with on their first possession. Weevils answered with 50 seconds remaining in the first period with a 22-yard field goal, tied it up 3-3. And then the Weevils put together an 8-play, 88-yard drive. Took 4 minutes and 29 seconds to get into the end zone. They led it 10-3, and then just before halftime, Southern Nazarene settles for a 27-yard field goal to make it 10-6 at halftime. The kickoff carries into the end zone for the automatic touchback, so Southern Nazarene will start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. as we get set for the third quarter here in Monticello. I'm Jimmy Sledge. You're listening to KHPM 93.7 FM, your home of UAM Sports. Southern Naz will leave Bryson Evans at the quarterback. Going to hand it off first time. That's Barron, his tailback, over the left side. He's going to be out over the 25, out to about the 28-yard line, a gain of 3, and then he's pushed backwards. And leading tackler in the first half makes the first tackle of the second half, G. Evans, on the stop for the Bull Weevils. Again, a gain of 4 out to the 29-yard line. So it'll be second down and 6 now for Southern Nazarene. They'll send Braxton Bird wide to the right. One receiver wide to the left. Put the tight end in motion to the wide side of the field. Ball on the left hash mark. Now move the tailback back into the pistol formation. A lot of movement. Weevils with 8 in the box. He wants to throw. The ball's tipped in the air. Going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to the tight end. Went off his shoulder pad and into the air, but no one could get to it. So it'll bring up a third down and 6 for Southern Nazarene here on the opening drive of the second half from their own 29-yard line. This time they'll send twin receivers wide right. The tight end sets up on the short side of the field to the left. Barron, the lone setback. Now put a receiver in motion to the wide side, trips to that side. Wanting to throw, Evans rolling to his right, throws into the flat. It's going to be complete at the 35. He'll cut back inbounds. They say he stepped out at the 36-yard line. But that's good for 7 yards and a first down for Southern Nazarene. So they'll move the chains and have it 1st and 10 out at their own 36-yard line here with 14:03 left to play in the third quarter, just underway. Weevils leading 10-6. Ball's going to be spotted on the right hash mark. Empty backfield as they come to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll shift the tailback back into the pistol position. That's Barron. Going to hand it off to him up the middle. He's across the 35. Going to be out to the 38-yard line. That'll be a gain of only 2 on the play. It'll be second down for Southern Nazarene. Coming up to make the stop for the Weevils, Dejon Doss, the linebacker. So second down and 8 now for Southern Nazarene as they look into the sideline. Trying to get their play. Play clock down to 15 as they break the huddle. They go with twins to the left, one to the right, twins in the backfield on either side of the quarterback, Evans. Going to hand it off. Nope. Evans going to keep it himself. He's hit and going to be dropped for a yard loss, and coming through, there's G. Evans again. Wow, what a game G's having this afternoon. Looking at some scores from around the conference. At halftime, Southern Arkansas leading Northwest Oklahoma 14-10. Third down and 8. Evans wanting to throw, under pressure, fires down the field, going to overthrow everybody, and it's going to be incomplete. And Southern Nazarene going to be forced to punt it away here on their first possession of the second half. Other scores, Southwest Oklahoma State leading Henderson 17-7 at halftime. Harding all over East Central, 37-0 at halftime. The other game was at 12 o'clock today, and in Ouachita Baptist fell to Ouachita there in Arkadelphia. 55-13, the final on that game. All right, Chaston Collins will go back deep for the Weevils. He'll stand at his own 25 and await the punt of Southern Naz. They get a good snap, some pressure up the middle, but he gets it off. End over end, line drive kick, fielded at the 30. Collins back up to the 32 and a short return. Coming down on the special teams for Southern Nazarene, making the stop there is going to be Jace Evans, a freshman out of Rose Hill, Texas. Rose Hill, Kansas, making the stop. And the Weevils will get their first possession of the second half at their own 32-yard line, leading 10-6. Jalen Sultan gets the start at running back for the Bull Weevils. He'll line up in the backfield now with Tavion Falk. They've got Dixon, the big tight end. He'll line up here on the left side. Weevils moving from right to left. He'll leave it with Sultan, big hole, out over the 35, 40, 45, midfield, all the way in Crimson territory to the 46-yard line of Southern Nazarene. Nice run by Jalen Salton. Had a big hole to go through over that left side. Left side of that offensive line, opening up a nice hole. Moves the chains, first down Weevils, now in Crimson Storm territory. Twin receivers to the right. Play action. Wanting to throw. Falk going for it all down the sideline. It's going to be caught. Did he stay in bounds? The defender's saying no, and now the official rules it incomplete. Michael Lott made a spectacular catch, but he had 1 foot out of bounds when he made the catch. Wow. Had man-to-man coverage. Got behind his man a little bit. Ball just carried a little bit to the outside. And carries him out of bounds. Second down and 10 now for the Boll Weevils. Lott stays in at wide receiver. He'll come wide to the left. Going wide right for UAM is Joseph Scott. Trip receivers to that side as well. Ball on the left hash mark. Falk. Play action again. Throwing over the middle. Looking. And now a flag comes in. You're going to have defensive pass interference called against Southern Nazarene as Jalen Easley, the freshman quarterback over there, he was all up the back of Michael Lott when the ball was thrown. Lott was trying to make a move toward the ball, and they were calling for the defensive pass interference. So that's going to be an automatic first down for UAM, and it'll put it inside the 35, down at the 33-yard line of Southern Naz. T.J. Edwards comes wide to the left, along with Shaquille Allen for the Weevils. Chasden Collins goes wide right, along with Josh Scott. Sultan stays in at the running back on 1st and 10 for UAM from the Crimson Storm 33. Falk with all day to throw. Looking over the middle is going to overthrow. Chasden Collins coming on a post pattern. He had him and T.J. Fields both in the same area, but ball just sailed both over their heads and falls incomplete. So it'll bring up second down and 10 now for the Boll Weevils from the 33-yard line of Southern Nazarene. 11:39 to play in the third quarter. Weevils lead it 10-6. Trips go wide right. One comes wide left. Southern Nazarene stays, and they go to a 4-man front this time. They're going to bring some pressure. On 2nd and 10, Falk dumps it off to his back out of the backfield. Jalen Sultan inside the 30, down to the 25. He dives forward down to the 22-yard line, and that'll be good for 11 yards and a first down for UAM. And we'll move the chains. They'll mark it at the 22 of Southern Nazarene. 1st and 10, Boll Weevils. Their first possession here in the second half. Twins come wide left. Twins go wide right. Tavion changing the play there to line of scrimmage, making sure his linemen know what it is. In at running back is Broadway. Isaiah going to move up and block. Falk wanting to throw under pressure, in trouble, scrambling backwards, now turns off, turns it up. He's at the 20, going to run out of bounds inside the 20, down at about the 18-yard line, make it the 17-yard line, and that's where the Weevils will have it. As that'll be a gain of 6 on the play, make it 5. They're going to mark him out at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. So mark it at the 18. It'll be 2nd and 5 for UAM, a long 5. They'll stay with a tight end set. Dixon's in at the tight end. Falk gets the snap, hands it off as Broadway. He's hit and going to be dropped for a loss at the 20-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Oh, my goodness. Isaiah Broadway didn't have anywhere to go. Big number 93 for Southern Nazarene was there. It's Brandon Hobbs. He's 5'10", 233 pounds. Playing defensive lineman. Made the stop there. 3rd down and 7 now for the Boll Weevils. Falk wanting to throw, pressure coming. He steps out of the pocket, scrambles, in trouble, going to be sacked back at the 22-yard line. Falk had nowhere to throw it. Pocket collapsed. He tried to take off, but the pursuit was there to catch him. And the Weevils are going to send on the field goal unit. The freshman kicker will come on and try to extend UAM's lead. 9:25 left to play here in the third quarter. 10-6 our score. Weevils with the 4-point lead. All right, Stinson He hit a 22-yarder earlier in the game. This will be a 39-yard, almost a 40-yard attempt from the left hash mark for the right-footed kicker. Everyone's set. High snap. They get it down. The kick's on its way. It's got the distance, and it's good. Weevils go up 13-6 with 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter. First possession of the second half. Weevils get 3 points out of it. We'll be back with more UAM football right after this timeout.
All right, Weevils fans, you've been voting all day for the song of the game, and today's song of the game is Return of the Mac by Mark Morrison.
Nine minutes remaining here in the third period. As the Weevils forced Southern Nazarene to punt it away on their first possession of the third period, and they end up going 67 yards in 8 plays and end up with a 40-yard field goal, 39-yard field goal from the freshman kicker, Stinson, Charles Stinson. He'll tee it up. He handles the kickoff duties as well for UAM. Oh, check that. That is Dylan Dutton. High kick, going to carry and go into the end zone. They'll return it from 1 yard deep in the end zone. Out to the 5, the 10. Flags are down, way upfield at the 30-yard line. The return will be out to the 14. Nice coverage down the field, and leading the way for the Boll Weevils is going to be Andrew Sanchez, the freshman out of Frisco, Texas, on the special teams. But let's see what the flag is about all the way back up at the 30-yard line. It's going to be an illegal block against the kicking team. So they'll mark it off after the end of the run, which was at the 14. They'll mark it half the distance to the goal and mark it back at the 7-yard line. That's where Southern Nazarene will start this drive from their own 7. Just under 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Bryson Evans, a graduate student, quarterback. He's 6'1", 195. He'll get the snap. Throwing from his own end zone under pressure. Gets it out to his tight end at the 10-yard line. Going to be a gain of only 2. And right there to make the tackle for the Boll Weevils is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍, the defensive back, the junior out of Noble, Oklahoma. Making the catch, or making the tackle at the 10-yard line. So a gain of only 2 on the play. Is that right? 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. They go back to the pistol formation with Bear in the lone setback. They'll hand it off to him, and he's got nowhere to go. Actually going to lose some yardage back to the 7-yard line. Nice defensive tackle there. Getting up off the bottom of the pile for UAM. Big number 98, Caleb Evans. 6'3", 270-pound freshman from Monroe, Louisiana, making the stop for UAM. It's a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 9 now for Southern Nazarene. Ball spotted at their own 8-yard line. They'll send twin receivers to either side. Barron, the running back, lines up almost as an H-back on the left side. Wanting to throw Evans from his own end zone, going deep down the right sideline, throws a comeback route. It is going to be caught out at the 35 and down immediately out near the 40-yard line, and making the catch out there for Southern Nazarene is Donald May. That's just a timing pass. You throw it back to the inside. Let the receiver come back and make the catch. Quickly, they snap it again. Evans wanting to throw, rolling left, looking deep, going deep down to the 30-yard line. Going to overthrow his intended receiver down there, Donald May again. Well, they tried to go with a hurry-up offense and keep UAM off guard or off balance. With a long pass. There's a flag, however, back down where the ball fell incomplete. So let's see what the flag is all about. So we'll get the call.
Illegal substitution. Defense had more than 11 players in formation. Flag a penalty for being first down.
It's against UAM.
Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution, the call against the Weevils. So it's a 5-yard penalty. And it'll remain first down. It'll be 1st and 5 from their own 45 for Southern Nazarene now. Weevils lead it 13-6. 7:20 to play in the third quarter. The Crimson Storm with the football at their own 45-yard line. 1st and 5. Bryson Evans, your quarterback. Gets the snap, rolling to his left. He's going to keep it himself. He's across midfield with a first down and more as he goes inside the 40 down to the 40-yard line. He's bumped out of bounds there at the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 on the play. We'll move the chain. Southern Nazarene on the move here in the third quarter, trailing by a touchdown. 1st and 10 for the Storm now at the Weevil 40-yard line. Weevil stay in a 4-man, a 4-3 defense. 4-man front, 3 linebackers. Southern Nazarene goes trip receivers to the right, twins to the left. Empty backfield this time. Now put the wide receiver in motion to the right side. Quarterback keeps it himself. That's Evans. He's hit as he crosses the 40. He'll fall forward down close to the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 on the play. Just didn't wrap him up at the line of scrimmages. He bounced off a would-be tackler there and picked up 4 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 now for Southern Nazarene. They'll spot it at the UAM 36-yard line. Crimson Storm moving from left to right on your radio dial, from north to south here at Convoy Leslie Conbo Stadium. Twin backs in the backfield. Handoff this time to Barron. Barron straight ahead, carries it inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. Be a gain of 3. They'll be looking at 3rd down and 3 from the 34-yard line of UAM. It's actually 3rd and about 3.5. First down marker is just shy of the 30-yard line. Ball spotted squarely on the 34. So 3rd and 3.5 for Southern Nazarene on this drive as the Weevils lead 13-6. 2 tight ends. They work this time out of the pistol. One to throw. Evans rolling left after the play action, in trouble, being chased. Now throws it down the field. It's going to be dropped at the 30-yard line. Coming back was the receiver who tried to help his quarterback out. That's Braxton Bird. But Weevils had all kind of pressure. Keith Wells was there, Heath Wells Jr. Also Dejon Doss putting the pressure on him. He actually threw that football from all the way back at midfield. And the line of scrimmage was the 35-yard line, so he was backpedaled 15 yards before he released it. It's 4th down and a long 3 now for Southern Nazarene. They're going to go for it from the Weevil 34-yard line. Weevils leading by 7. Twin backs in the backfield. 2 tight ends. They're going to blow it dead. And Southern Nazarene's going to use a timeout here with 5:13 to go in the third quarter. 13-6. The Weevils lead it. Southern Nazarene looking at 4th and 3 from the Weevil 34. When we return in just a moment.
Very first moments of life, we're there, helping you to build a foundation. With every milestone achieved,
9-6, the Weevils lead by 7. Southern Nazarene, 4th down and 3 from the Weevil 34-yard line. Evans gets the snap, wanting to throw, tries a quick route under the middle. It's going to be incomplete, underthrown. Weevils are going to take over on downs at their own 34-yard line. Defending on the play for UAM that time was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥. The pass was underthrown, but there's a flag, however, back in the backfield. And you have to think that's in the area of a hold, but let's see if we can get it. Personal foul, roughing the passer, called against the Weevils. Oh, my goodness. It's going to give them an automatic first down and keep this drive alive for Southern Nazarene after the Weevils had no penalties in the first half. Now we've had 2 here in the third quarter on this drive. And both of them have resulted in first downs for Southern Nazarene. Now spotted inside the 20, inside the red zone, down at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Crimson Storm from the Weevil 19. Twin backs in the backfield this time. Evans is going to hand it off. Nope, keeps it himself, and he's stopped there at the line of scrimmage. Actually, at the loss of 1 and coming through. How about G. Evans? I've talked about him all afternoon. He's 6'2", a 230-pound junior from Franklin, Tennessee. He was leading the tackle charts in the first half. He's doing the same thing here in the second half. 2nd and 11. Quick wide receiver screen. Thrown out in the flat. Complete. No gain. Now stop it at the 20-yard line. Weevil swarm it. G's out there and on the stop. Also for the Weevils is going to be 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 11 now for Southern Nazarene. Keith Wells will come out of the ball game for UAM defensively. Checking in, Jackson Moore, 6'1", 255 freshman out of Sterlington, Louisiana, as the Storm comes to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11. Quarterback draws. You're not going to get hardly anything. He goes right at the 20 down to the 19-yard line. A gain of only 2, and it's G. Evans again on this tackle for UAM. It'll bring up 4th down and 10. Under 4 minutes to play. They're going to seal the field goal unit on again. He's been perfect on 2 this afternoon. This will be a 37-yard attempt from just inside the left hash mark. They get the snap down. The kick's on its way. It's long enough, and it is good. The Crimson Storm can't find the end zone. They've had to settle for 3 field goals this afternoon, and the Weevils still lead 13-9. 3:36 to play in the third quarter. We're back in just a moment. To 9, Southern Nazarene gets a field goal to pull it within 4. 3:36 left to go in the third quarter. As they'll get set to kick it off, Collins is back deep, and Collins is going to field this one at the 2. Up over the 5 to the 10, up the middle of the field. Cuts it back to the right. He's at the 20 and going to be stopped out near the 21, maybe the 22-yard line on the return. So a 20-yard return on the kickoff. And the Weevils will have it 1st and 10 from there, leading 13-9. As that drive by Southern Nazarene stalled, and they had to settle for a 37-yard field goal from their kicker, who's 3 for 3 this afternoon on field goals. And we got an injured player down on the field for Southern Nazarene on the kickoff team. Hey, don't forget, we're on the road next Saturday. We travel to Shawnee, Oklahoma, on the campus of Oklahoma Baptist University. They failed this afternoon to Ouachita Baptist University. They're in Arkadelphia. Final score was 55-13. We'll be on the road Kickoffs at 2 next Saturday. All the games here in October, I think for the remainder of the season, are 2 o'clock kickoffs for the Boll Weevils. But we'll be on the air around 1:30 next Saturday from Shawnee, Oklahoma, with our pregame and the broadcast of UAM football right here on KHBM 93.7 FM. Again, congratulations to Christy Hall. Is that right? Katie Hall. Caden Hall. There we go. Caden Hall. She was named the Homecoming Queen 2025. Voted by, I guess, the students vote for that. Is that right, James? Students vote for that? So by her peers, she was voted as Homecoming Queen. Congratulations to her. The entered player for Southern Nazarene on the special team, Desmond Williams. He's got to get up and walk off the field under his own power, so that's good to see. As play resumes, the Weevils will have it 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line with 3:27 to play here in the third quarter. UAM with a 13-9 lead. Weevils has found the end zone once. They've settled for 2 field goals themselves, 3 field goals on the afternoon for Southern Nazarene. The Crimson Storm has been running a 3-man front defensively all afternoon, and the Weevils have had pretty good success running the football. Falk out of the shotgun, wanting to throw. Wide receiver screen. Amari Cox with his first catch of the afternoon. He'll carry it out over the 30 to the 31. That's going to be a gain of 9 on the play. We'll look at 2nd down and 2. It's the first time they've gotten Amari involved in the offense here this afternoon. He picks up 9 yards on the first catch of the day for him. Broadway's your running back, Isaiah. He'll line up on the left side of Falk. They're going to hand it off Broadway. He's got the first down as he carries it out over the 35, out to the 39, make it to 40-yard line before he's finally brought down, pushing the pile forward. Had a lot of help from his offensive lineman to help him move another 4 or 5 yards up the field. And we'll move the chains. That'll be a first down for the Boll Weevils as we go under 2.5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Weevils leading 13-9. Twin receivers to either side on 1st and 10. Storm rushes 3. Falk with all day. Now fires. It's complete to Michael Lott at midfield. Still on his feet, scrambling. He'll go sideways and get another yard down to the 49-yard line. But that'll be good for another first down for the Boll Weevils. 11 yards on the catch by Michael Lott. He's a junior from Tampa, Florida, playing football here for the University of Arkansas in Monticello. All right, 1st and 10. Weevils quickly back to the line. Trip receivers go wide right. Tavion gets the snap, straight drop back, looking. Now he's forced out of the pocket, running to his right, fires, and it's going to be complete. That's going to be Chaz and Collins inside the 35, down to the 30-yard line. They're marking down at the 31. A gain of 14 on the play and another first down for UAM. Good job by Tavion to scramble out of the pocket when he felt the pressure and to find an open receiver down the field. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line of Southern Nazarene. Broadway stays in at the running back spot. Collins and Cox come wide to the left. Going to hand it off. Broadway, he's got the big room. At the 25, the 20, cuts back to the middle of the field. At the 5, to the 4. Going to stumble and fall down, falling backwards at the 2-yard line. Oh, wow. Isaiah Broadway with extra running abilities to run backwards. 1st and goal to go for the Weevils. They are 2 for 2 in the red zone this afternoon. The Weevils are going with 2 tight ends now on 1st and goal from about the 2.5-yard line. Broadway stays in at the running back spot. He'll line up on the left side of Falk. They put 8 in the box defensively. Hand it off to Broadway, looking for a hole, nothing there, and he may get a yard out of it, down to about the 1.5-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and goal now for UAM with 19 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And while the clock stopped there, they start it back. Shaking in at running back now for UAM is going to be 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗓𝗓 Anderson. He's 6 foot, 210, a junior from Gosnell, Arkansas. He'll line up on the left side of 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗏. Two tight ends to the short side of the field. On the left. They blow it dead. They're going to have a false start on the offense. Oh, my goodness. You get it down here, second and goal, and then have a false start. It'll be second and goal from the 7, but that's the end of the third quarter. We've got 3 quarters in the books. The Weevils lead it 13-9 over Southern Nazarene. We'll be back with the final fourth quarter for you here from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium right after this timeout.
Prior to the end of the quarter, there was a penalty that backs the Weevils up to the 6-yard line.
The lead. We start the fourth quarter with UAM looking at second and goal from just outside the 6-yard line. Second and goal from just outside the 6 as we start the fourth quarter. Michael Lott splits wide to the left. You've got both Dixon and Smith in at the tight end spots. And they'll line Amari Cox as a wide receiver in tight. So a bunch set to the wide side on the right. The running back is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗓𝗓 Anderson. Falk calling for the snap. Option right side. Falk cuts it back. He's going to be into the end zone. Touchdown. Tavion Falk from 6 yards out. Extends the UAM lead to 19-9, a 2-score lead, the first biggest lead of the ball game now for UAM. As 7 seconds have gone off the clock there here in the fourth quarter. Charles Stinson will come on to attempt the extra point. He'll be kicking into the south end zone right toward Weevil Pond. The holder again is Caden Glenn. We'll wait the snap. Everybody's set. Good snap. Kicks on its way. And Stinson puts it through the uprights. 20-9. The Weevils lead it by 11. Their biggest lead of the afternoon. 14:53 to play in the ball game. We're back with more UAM football after this timeout. With an 11-point lead, 14:53 to play in the game, just underway to start the fourth quarter. Weevils with their biggest lead of the afternoon. 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗏 will approach the football. This one's going to carry and go to the 3. A fair catch called for there. And Southern Nazarene will start 1st and 10 from their own 35. Let's look at some scores from around the Great American Conference here this afternoon. Southern Arkansas and Northwest Oklahoma is 28-10. Southern Arkansas with the lead there in the third quarter. Henderson State was leading Southwest Oklahoma State 21-17. All right, we get it right. Harding all over East Central this afternoon, 44-0. And then Ouachita Baptist fell to Ouachita there in Arkadelphia, 55-13. The other game, Southeastern and Arkansas Tech kick off at 6 o'clock tonight. On 1st and 10, Southern Nazarene. Evans going to keep it himself. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and going nowhere. Maybe a yard gain coming up to make the stop for UAM. It's going to be the linebacker there. That's Glenn. 26, is that right? Making the stop for the Weevils. Great tackle. May have been 22 on the stop for UAM, as that is Terrell Taylor. On 2nd down and 10, Evans keeps it himself again. The quarterback out over the 30, out to the 33-yard line. As that's going to be a gain of 7 on the play. They mark him at the 32. It'll be 3rd down and 3 now for Southern Nazarene. We go under 14 minutes remaining in the contest. Weevils leading 20-9. And Southern Nazarene will stay with Bryson Evans, their quarterback. The running back, the lone setback, is Caden Manuel. He'll line up in the pistol formation. Play action. Rolling to his left, trying to get it to a screen pass. It's going to be incomplete, intended for the tight end. Defending on the play was Caden Dominy. That's who made that tackle a moment ago. He's 6'2", 200, a junior from Noble, Oklahoma. Making the stop at defending there on the play, and it's 4th down and 3, so the Nazarene's going to have to punt. Only for the second time this afternoon, they will punt. Weevils lead it 20-9. Chasden Collins will go back deep. He'll stand at his own 25 and await the punt of Southern Nazarene, as that's Cameron Van Proyen, the kicker. Gets a good snap, no pressure, a line drive, turns over. Collins calls for the fair catch back inside the 20. They'll mark him at the 18-yard line. And that's where the Weevils will have to. There's a flag back upfield, though, back at the 37-yard line. Let's see what the flag's about. There's a flag on the punt. And we'll see if we can get the call.
Return team, number 97.
Holding against the return team. So they'll mark that from the end of the play, which would have been the 18-yard line. They'll mark it back inside the 15 against the Boll Weevils. That's going to mark it back at the 8-yard line. Actually half the distance to the goal. They'll mark it at the 9. So that's where the Weevils will start, deep in their own territory here with 13:30 left to play. Weevils leading 20-9 over the Crimson Storm of Southern Naz. Tavion Falk on the distance at quarterback. Your running back now is Tre'vell Anderson. He's a junior from Gosnell, Arkansas. On 1st down from their own 9. Play action. Wanted to throw over the middle, trying to get a lot, and it's in and out of his hands. Great defensive play there. Right in the hip pocket of Michael Watt was the defender, Kobe Nichols. And he got just enough, a hand in there, just enough to knock that ball loose from Michael Watt. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Weevils back to the line of scrimmage. Twins to one side. One single receiver here into the boundary on the UAM side of the football. Put Collins in motion. They're going to hand it off. That's going to be to the running back. That's Anderson. Anderson, he's going to get a yard maybe out to about the 10-yard line. So it'll be up 3rd down and 9 now for UAM. TJ Fields will check in. Stan Smith, the tight end, comes out. So the Weevils are going to go with twins to the right, one receiver to the left. They get twin receivers to the left as well. 3rd down and 9 for UAM from their own 10-yard line. And they'll stack Edwards and Lott as wide receivers here on the right side. Falk, straight drop, has time, throws it over the middle, complete to Michael Watt. He's got it out close to the 17, maybe the 19-yard line. Going to be very close to the first down marker. They are indicating it is just enough for the first down. He needed 9. He ends up getting 9.5. So it'll be a first down just inside their own 20-yard line. With 12:18 to play here in the ball game, Weevils leading 20-9. Anderson stays in at the running back. On 1st and 10, Falk wanting to throw into the flat to Fields. It's complete. That'll be out near the 21, where he's going to be bumped out of bounds up there. It'll be a short gain of 2 on the play, and bring up 2nd down and 8 now for UAM. We'll see Stan Smith check back in at the tight end spot. Ball's going to be on the right hash mark. Weevils moving from left to right, from north to south. Here at Convoy Leslie, here in this 4th quarter, headed right toward Weevil Pond. Smith will line up at tight end on the wide side of the field to the left. 2nd down and 8. Falk going to hand it off to Anderson. Anderson busts through the middle of the line. He's out over the 25, out to the 27-yard line. He's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down, and we were looking at a 3rd and a manageable 3 now from their own 27-yard line. Make it to 28-yard. It'll be 3rd and 2. After starting this drive at their own 9, they've got a little breathing room out at the 28. Tavion calling for the snap, gets it, wanting to throw again. He fires, complete into the sideline. Michael Lott's got it. He's got the first down, out over the 35, out to the 38-yard line. We'll move the chains, and just a quick out route to Michael Lott. And the Weevils move the chains. They mark him out at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10 Weevils. 10:40 left to play in the ball game. UAM leading 20-9 after trailing 3-0 early. Falk again out of the gun, puts Collins in motion. Option left side, dump it to Collins out of the backfield. He'll turn it up, breaks a tackle at the 40, midfield, down the left sideline at the 40, and going to be run out of bounds inside the 30-yard line, right at the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 31. Jasden Collins turned on the Jets down that left sideline. Big gain for the Weevils. 1st and 10 at the Southern Nazarene 31. How about that? First down, Weevils. They move deep inside Crimson Storm territory. Twin receivers come wide right. Smith in at the tight end on the right side, the wide side. Play action, option to the left. Pitch it back to Anderson, cuts it back against the grain, and he's going to be hit for no gain right at the 31-yard line. Good pursuit that time by Southern Nazarene's defense. And it was a linebacker coming up, Carter Brock, senior, 6'2", 255 pounds, from Carrollton, Texas. Making the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for the Bull Weevils. Ball spotted at the Crimson Storm 31-yard line. In now at wide receiver for the first time here in the second half is going to be Drew Dronette. He'll line up as an inside slot receiver. Falk wanting to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be sacked back at the 40-yard line. Coming through from the defensive line, that's Jeremy Alcorn. Another graduate student for Southern Nazarene. Plays defensive end. He got to Falk before he could get set up and release the football. It'd be a loss of 8 on the play, 9 on the play. So we'll bring up 3rd down and 19. The yard to gain is going to be the 21. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line of Southern Naz. And the Weevils go empty backfield and 5 wide here on 3rd and long. They will rush 3. Falk, straight drop, steps up in the pocket, now throws down the field. It's complete at the 29, going to be well short of the first down. Making the catch there is Amari Cox. As he'll make the catch, but it's well short of the first down. But the Weevils are going to go for it. Was there a flag? No flag on the play. Yes, it is. There is a flag. My spotter, James, up here in the booth helping me out. False start on the offense. So we'll come back from the original line of scrimmage, which was the 39, back them up 5 yards, almost to the 45-yard line. They'll mark it at the 44. And be 3rd and 24 for UAM. 3rd down and 24. They stay empty backfield and 5 wide. Amari Cox, Chatham Collins, T.J. Fields wide to the left. Twins come wide to the right. On 3rd and 24, Falk straight drop, dumps it over the middle. It's going to be complete to T.J. Fields on a drag route. He's at the 40 when he made the catch, but he's backpedaling. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. Let's see where they can mark his forward progress. They're going to mark him at the 40. And mark him back to the 44-yard line. And UAM will look at 4th down and 20. So a gain of 4 on that play. And UAM will punt for the 2nd time in this ball game. Leading 20-9, UAM with the lead. Still a lot of time. 7.5 minutes to go. A high end-over-end kick. It's going to hit at the 12, take a UAM bounce and go inside the 10 and be touched. There at the 7-yard line. Hustling down on the special teams for UAM was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗏. And Southern Nazarene will start 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line here with 7:19 remaining in the 4th quarter. Southern Naz has 3 timeouts left. UAM with 2. Oh, back that up. Weevils have 3 timeouts. The Storm has 2 timeouts remaining. There is an official timeout on the field at the moment. We'll remind you that it's homecoming here, and the Weevils trying to pull out the win over Southern Nazarene, pick up their 2nd win of the year. They lead at 20-9, 7:19 to play here in the 4th quarter. Next week, we're on the road. We travel to Oklahoma, go to Shawnee, Oklahoma, to take on Oklahoma Baptist. That'll be a 2 o'clock kickoff next Saturday from Shawnee. I'll be on the air around 1:30 with Coach Hud Jackson on our pregame show. And then a 2 o'clock kickoff next Saturday. All right, the Crimson Storm will come to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line. Bryson Evans has gone the distance at quarterback this afternoon. Barron will be his running back, lined up on the right side of him. They use a lot of different motion. They're going to do a quick pitch to the wide out on the end around. He's going to be hit at the 5 and going to lose a yard, maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Great pursuit by the Boll Weevils. Leading the way over there was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗏, the defensive back, coming up to make the tackle. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. They'll spot it back at the 6-yard line again. Twin receivers come wide left. One goes wide right. Pistol formation in the backfield. Now put the tight end in motion. He'll line up on the left side, the wide side of the field. They're going to hand it off to Barron. Barron straight ahead, breaks the tackle, lost the football, picked up by the Weevils. Dominy has it. He'll return it to the 10 and be bumped out of bounds at the 10-yard line. First turnover of the ball game, and the Weevils come up with it. As 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗏, who was in on that last tackle, he comes up with a loose football. He got stripped from Barron, the running back. He scooped it and returned it a yard back to the 9, and that's where the Weevils will have it, 1st and goal to go. And UAM is 3 for 3 in the red zone this afternoon. 1st and goal to go from the 9. Jaden Sultan, the running back this series for UAM. As Collins will come wide to the right, along with Josh Scott on 1st and goal from the 9. Tavion gets the snap, busted play. He's going to pitch it back now to Collins. Collins cuts it against the grain. He's at the 10, going to be down close to the 5-yard line. That was a busted play all the way, and somehow Collins was able to get it. It looked like Falk and Sultan ran into one another. It was designed as an end around to your slot back. But the collision between Falk and Sultan kind of disrupted the timing of it. But the Weevils end up picking up 4 yards on it. Second down and goal from the 5. Falk gets the snap, hands it off to Sultan, fighting for yardage, and he's not going anywhere. He's going to lose a yard, back to the 6-yard line. Tried to go straight ahead on a dive play, and there's nothing there as that interior line for Southern Naz was there to swarm it up. We're down to 5:40 left to play, and the clock continues to run. Weevils lead it 20-9. They'd like to punch one in here if they could, not settle for the field goal, but we'll take any points inside the red zone that we can get. Third and goal from the 6 now for UAM. Twins to either side. Put Fields in motion to the wide side. Falk rolling to his right, looking, throwing into a crowd that's going to be incomplete in the end zone. Closest man to it for UAM was Josh Scott. And the Weevils will look at 4th and goal from the 6. And Stinson's going to come on and try to hit his 3rd field goal of the afternoon. He's hit from 22 and from 39 so far this afternoon, the freshman kicker. This will be from the left hash mark and be a 24-yard attempt, a 23-yard attempt from the left hash mark. Snap is good. The kick's on its way, and it is good. Weevils go up 23-9 with 5:04 to play in the ball game here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium on homecoming. We're back with more UAM football after this timeout.
Nazarene 9 and your UAM Bowl Weevils 23.
Will tee it up for the Weevils. Back deep for Southern Nazarene. Coromo Collins, he'll take it at the 5 and return it up to the 10, 15, going to be up to the 20, the 25, and runs into a crowd there as he'll get it out close to the 26-yard line. And that's where Southern Nazarene will start 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. As it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 26. Weevils leading 23-9 here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium on homecoming. Under 5 minutes, 4:56 left to play in the game. Clock becoming an ally of the Weevils. They're going to fake the end around, and Edmonds will keep it himself on the quarterback keeper up the middle. He's good for 5 yards as he carries it out close to the 31-yard line, and he stopped there. G. Evans again on the stop for UAM. A gain of 5, 2nd down and 5 now for Southern Nazarene. Pistol formation in the backfield. They hand it off to Barron. Barron hit at the 26. He'll fall forward out close to the 27-yard line before being brought down there. Making the stop for UAM, Catrell Townsend. Give him a gain of 2. 3rd down and 3. Weevil stay in a 4-man front. Play action, one to throw, one to go deep, has a man and overthrows him down at the 45-yard line of UAM. Weevils were expecting run. They took the tight end and went right down the middle of the field. The linebacker couldn't keep up. Evans just overthrew the football. So it'll be 4th down and 3 now for Southern Nazarene. From their own 33-yard line, they've got no other chance but to go for it here. Trailing 23-9, they've got to go for it. On 4th and 3, bunch set to the left. Play action, quarterback, keeper, he's hit and dropped in the backfield, and who else? G. Evans making the stop for UAM. G. Evans with the tackle for the loss. Back at the 32-yard line, a loss of 1, and the Weevils take over on downs, 1st and 10. Down to the 32-yard line of Southern Nazarene with just under 4 minutes remaining here in the ballgame. The UAM leading 23-9. And the Weevil faithful saying, run, clock, run. On 1st and 10, Tavion Falk, your quarterback. The running back is Isaiah Broadway this series. Falk gets the snap, going to hand it off to Broadway straight ahead. He'll push the pile forward for a couple of yards down to the 30-yard line. They'll blow it dead there. But the main thing, they want to keep the clock running. Crimson Storm has 2 timeouts. They can stop the clock if they choose a couple of times. They may do it if they stop them here and force a 3rd down. It'll be 2nd down. We'll call it a gain of only 1 on that last play. 2nd down and 9. The ball spotted at the 31-yard line of Southern Nazarene. And the Weevils taking their time. Play clock down to 10. They're going to run all the time off the clock they can. Falk now steps back. 4 seconds on the play clock. They get the snap. Option to the right. Pitch it back, and going to be a loss on the play. Now, flag's going to come in at the end of the play. The pitchback went to Broadway, but he didn't have anywhere to go, and the flag came in, and that may be a holding call against UAM. That'll stop the clock with 3:06 to go as the officials confirm out near the 38-yard line. If it is a holding call, it's going to push UAM back.
There's no foul on the play for blocking the back. 2nd down.
No foul. They called it. They waved off the flag. The loss is back, let's see, back to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 11 now for UAM. So a loss of 2 on that play. 3rd down and 11. They start the clock. We go under 3 minutes to play. 23-9, UAM with the lead, trying to hold on for the win, their 2nd win of the year. Tavion puts Collins in motion. Tavion, option to the left side, pitches to Collins, turns the corner at the 30, 25, the 20, and going to run out of real estate as he's pushed out of bounds down at the 9-yard line, make it the 14-yard line. And we'll move the chains. That'll be a 1st down, and that's pretty much going to seal it now as we'll head toward the 2-minute warning. And the Weevils are going to get the victory here this afternoon, 23-9 over Southern Nazarene. We head toward the 2-minute timeout here at the end of the game. And I think we can just get it in. The play clock at 10, game clock at 2:09. So we should be able to get it in with 1 second left to go on the play clock. Yep, there it is. There's the 2-minute warning. We'll take the timeout with them. 23-9 is a score. Here, UAM with the lead. We're back in just a moment. couple of run plays. They can stop it. They do have 2 timeouts, Southern Naz does, if they want to stop the clock. It's going to be an option to the right side. Pitch back at the 10, to the 5, headed for the sideline. Touchdown for UAM as Isaiah Broadway goes in for the score, but hold everything. There's a flag back at the 18-yard line. I think you nullify the touchdown. Personal foul, face mask against the offense is the call. So it'll remain first down, but we'll back them up. That took 10 seconds off the game clock. So take away the touchdown, we'll back up and try again. They'll spot it back at the 29-yard line. It'll still be first down. The yard to gain is the 5. We're back at the 29. So it'll be first and long for UAM as they'll send twin receivers here to the wide side of the field. Bring the tight end in. That's Dixon. He'll line up on the right side, on the wide side. Now put Collins in motion into the backfield. Going to dip it to him out in the flat, complete. He's at the 30, cuts back against the grain. Going to get it down to the 28-yard line, and that's as far as Collins can go. He'll gain a yard, maybe 2 out of it. And so the Nazarene is going to call a timeout here with 1:39 remaining in the contest. So the Nazarene takes their second timeout of the half. It's 23-9. UAM with the lead. We'll be back with the final 1:39 after this.
11:30. Kickoff is set for 2 p.m.
Second down and long. Handoff goes up the middle to Broadway. He'll carry it inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line and be down there. With 1:31, so the Nazarene's going to use their final timeout of the ball game. Weevils leading 23-9. If you go back and look at it, Southern Naz got on the board first. They scored with a 34-yard field goal to take a 3-0 lead. Weevils tied it up at 3-3 with a 22-yard field goal. And then UAM went up 10-3 at halftime. Or 10-3 there in the second quarter, and that's where we stood at halftime. Make it 10-6 as Southern Nazarene got another field goal before halftime. 10-6, but since then the Weevils have scored 13. Southern Naz has managed 1 field goal here in the second half. They have not been able to find the end zone this afternoon. UAM is going to pick up their second win of the season. They'll go to 2-3 in conference play. Southern Naz is going to fall to 1-4 in conference play. And UAM's on the road next week to Oklahoma Baptist. They're in Shawnee, a 2 o'clock kickoff next Saturday. It's going to be third down and long for UAM. 3rd and 18. Southern Naz is out of timeouts. I see Stinson warming up here on the sideline. They may get another opportunity for a field goal for UAM. It's 3rd down and long. Isaiah Broadway, your running back. Falk gets the snap, option to the left side. He's going to pitch it to Broadway. Broadway tripped up and falls forward down to the 21-yard line on the left hash mark. It'll be 4th down. It'll be a gain of 2 on that play. So Coach Jackson and the coaching staff, you can kick the field goal or you can run a play here. As we'll be under a minute left to go. If you turn it over on downs, Southern Naz will get it with like 50 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Looks like they're going to leave the offense out there and probably run the play clock down, and UAM will use one of their timeouts and then make the decision if they want to try the field goal or run another play. Play clock goes down. UAM calls the timeout just like we predicted. With 48 seconds remaining in the contest, Weevils leading 23-9. Again, we'll keep it here at the end of the game. And it is homecoming 2025. They crowned a new queen this afternoon. Caden Hale was the young lady crowned homecoming queen. Congratulations to her, and congratulations to all the young women that were on the homecoming court. They had a great week of festivities during homecoming. A Hall of Fame banquet earlier this week. Had the alumni meeting last night and dinner on the grounds. They're going to send the field goal unit on. It's 4th down and 18. This will be a 39-yard, make it a 40-yard attempt almost. He's already hit one from that distance, the freshman kicker, and Charles Stinson. This one from the left hash mark. High snap, but they get it down. The kick's on its way. It's long enough, and it is no good. It carried wide to the left. 41 seconds remain. Southern Nazarene will take over on downs, 1st and 10, at their own 22-yard line with no timeouts. Weevils leading 23-9, and you can expect the Weevils to head toward that victory bell over there on Weevil Pond and ring it here this afternoon on homecoming. And the Weevils are going to improve their overall record against Southern Nazarene to 9-3 since they both teams joined the Great American Conference. All right, Evans will go out of the shotgun. They put May in motion, wanting to throw. Evans looking over the middle, throws. It's going to be incomplete. Out near the 35-yard line. And that'll stop the clock with 37 seconds left to go. So Southern Naz will line up and try it again. 2nd down and 10 from their own 22-yard line. Trailing 23-9. Straight drop back again by Evans. Evans, so with time, throws it into the flat and is overthrown, intended for his tight end out here in the flat. That'll fall incomplete. That took 8 seconds off the clock. So 31 seconds remain. And it's 3rd down and 10 for Southern Nazarene. It's just almost fundamental. Even if they pick up a 1st down or a touchdown, it's just almost impossible. Evans again sends May in motion. He'll drop straight back, steps up in the pocket, throws down the field. It's going to be caught and hit immediately there at the 41-yard line. It will be a 1st down. Making the catch and taking a big hit was Cotton Tanner, the freshman for Southern Naz. And he did a good job holding on to that football as he was hit back there by Caden Dominy just as he caught it. 1st and 10. Quickly, they'll snap it. Now the officials blow it dead, and it's going to be a false start against the offense, I believe. With 13 seconds left to go, flag comes in, a false start on the offense, so we'll back them up 5. The game clock continues to run. They finally stop it at 3 seconds. They should have stopped with 18. But we won't complain. Trip receivers come wide left. Final play of the game, 1st and 15 for Southern Naz. Straight drop, now rolling to his left, looking, going deep down the field, throws it up, jump ball, and it's going to be batted to the turf. Incomplete, and the Weevils win. Weevils win as they douse the coaches there on the sideline with the water buckets. 23-9, our final score here from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The homecoming crowd is pleased, and the Weevils pick up their 2nd win of the year. It improves to 2-3 in conference play. Southern Nazarene will fall to 1-4. in conference play. We'll come back in just a moment and wrap this one up for you here from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium after this timeout.
Southern Nazarene 9, and your UAM Weevils 23.
Oh, yeah. Follow Carter. He'll take you down there. Carter and Cash. Hey, the Capico boys want to go down on the field and see the players. Follow them. Carter.
Or else you're going to hear that. Towel. I need one of these. I need this. What is that? A stat sheet. Just tell Tal James needs stat sheet.
Here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, the Weevils win it 23-9 over Southern Nazarene as UAM led at the half 10-6. Outscore Southern Nazarene 13-3 here in the second half and go on and get the win. Another great afternoon, great defensive stands by the Weevils as they hold Southern Nazarene out of the end zone all day and force them to kick 3 field goals. And you go back and look, Tavion Falk at the half was 6 of 10 with 1 interception and a touchdown. We'll get the final stats hopefully here in just a moment, but UAM comes out there in the second half and went up 13-6. Southern Naz had to settle for a field goal, made it 13-9, and then the Weevils went on to score the next 10 points. You got to look at the freshman kicker, Charles, I get his name right, there we go, Charles Stinson, the freshman kicker. He added 3 field goals for the Weevils also this afternoon as UAM gets the win here 23-9. Final stats end up like this. First downs, UAM with 22, Southern Naz with 15. Rushing yards, Southern Naz went 37 for 142 yards on the ground. Weevils 39 for 205. Passing, Southern Nazarene Evans 8 of 22, no interceptions, no touchdowns. Total plays 559 for 238 yards for the Crimson Storm. The Weevils run 62 plays, 341 yards. Total offense as they get the win here this afternoon. Passing, Tavion Falk went 14 of 23, 1 interception, 136 yards on the day, 1 touchdown. And you go back and look, rushing yards, Chasden Collins, he led the way, 6 carries for 73 yards. Isaiah Broadway, 12 carries for 71. Jalen Sultan, 6 carries for 56. And Tavion Falk, 9 carries for 47 yards as the Weevils again go over 200 yards on the ground. James, what do you think about today's ball game?
You know, we came out there and we played, and that's 2 straight game wins. So we're on the right track, and you know we didn't get as many penalties this game.
You go back and look at penalties for the game. At halftime, we had none. We had 6 in the second half, 6 for 54 yards. Southern Nazarene, 5 for 37 yards in the ball game. Time of possession, Weevils won that battle as well. 26:55 for Southern Naz, 33 minutes and 5 seconds for the Weevils. Another big stat, Weevils go over 50% on third down conversions, as they were 7 of 13 on third down conversions here this afternoon. Receiving wise, let's look at it. Michael Lott, what a game he had. 10 targets, he caught 5 for 41 yards. Grant Evans, 2 catches for 22. TJ Fields, 2 catches for 2. And Drew Garnett, 1 catch for 20 yards on the afternoon. Tackle-wise, we called his name. He had 17 tackles on the afternoon. That's G. Evans. Boy, G played a heck of a defensive ball game for UAM. And the junior from Franklin, Tennessee, what a game he had.
Exactly. I want to say congratulations to you, by the way, because you were down on the field and on commercial break. 2025 Spirit Award winner.
Well, thank you very much.
Congratulations. It's very well deserved.
It was a great honor, and we had a great banquet on Thursday night, and I got to have my whole family there, and it was a great honor to be named the Hall of Fame Spirit Award winner for 2025. This is my 25th year of broadcasting UAM Sports here on KHPM.
I heard Valdosta, Georgia, all the way up to Mankato, Minnesota. I would say millions of miles. It really is, kind of, if you think about it.
If you go back over the years, yeah, there's probably close to 1 million miles in the travel. But we've enjoyed every moment of it and look forward to a lot more.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, James. That's going to do it for us here this afternoon from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The Weevils win it 23-9 over Southern Nazarene as they get the win this afternoon. They headed out there to ring the victory bell. Congratulations to Coach Hud Jackson and the entire coaching staff and the UAM team here at Homecoming 2025. Weevils win it 23-9. I'm Jimmy Sledge. Have a great rest of the weekend.